basketball fans. Once again, welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School, where we are getting ready for the second night of the 7th grade basketball tournament for boys. We were here on Tuesday for the opening round. In the first game on Tuesday night, the Edgerton Bulldogs held off the Antwerp Archers 39-34. Game 2, the Aces beat the Wayne Trace Raiders 39-32. So tonight, first up, Consolation game has the Raiders in their home lights battling the Antwerp Archers in their visiting Blues. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television alongside Jim Seiler to help out with the play-by-play. Ben Vandenbos running the camera. Tip controlled by the Archers, Jim.
Yep, got it. Number 10.
That's
Parker Moore.
Parker Moore, who is one of their leaders, and he gets to Leasty, who is another one of their scoring leaders on Tuesday.
Okay. And he missed the shot, and Wayne Trace is back with it. Down the floor. Price gets it inside to number 25.
That's
Slade.
Yeah.
He missed the shot. And Antwerp brings it back.
So we had two pretty closely contested games on Tuesday, and our first foul of the evening.
Number 1.
That's going to be on
Dangler.
Dangler. Nope. Yeah, on Dangler. Moore on the wing.
Moore, nice pass underneath, and 51. Kendrick Robinson missed the easy bunny. He turned around and got the foul, right?
Yep, that'll be on Archers. Yep, that'll be their first team foul. So Robinson will pick up his first personal. Price with the ball.
Step inside by Moore.
51.
Knocked it out of bounds off of Wayne Trace player, and we have a timeout. 30-second timeout by Wayne Trace.
Yep.
There is no 15. It's 51.
So, quick stoppage of play. We are going to be here for both games tonight, so you'll be able to see both the Consolation and the championship game here on HIX-TV. Again, that's due to the underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. No score here early on. And like I said, the Raiders, that first time out, Antwerp will have the ball, and it'll be Leasty inbounding to Moore.
Pass Leasty.
Some pressure from the Raiders, and Dangler gets the turnover.
Dangler with the pass. Passed it to Tyler Davis, and he was fouled on the shot.
Swank going to go to the line. Second team foul on the Archers. Swank misses the first one.
Missed both of them. Rebound goes to Robinson.
There's a player on the floor for Antwerp, number 14, who's not on our roster. So
yeah, that's Johnson. He's number 4 before.
Okay. Well, that's an easy fix to make then. I'll just put a 1 in front of the 4.
And the Reed kid is not here.
Okay.
Water. Wayne Trace with the ball. Pass inside, off the glass. Rebounded by
Price. He puts it up, and he'll go shoot 2. So far the Raiders have had their opportunities. They just haven't been able to convert from the free throw line, Jim.
Yes. The foul was on 51.
That'll be 2 on Robinson then.
And the shot is missed. And
There we
the
go.
second one.
Price gets the first point of the night. On the floor with him for the Raiders, number 10 is Ezra Sin. Price gets the steal.
Dangler gets
Sin.
it underneath. Oh, it was.
And shot up by Davis. Back to Sin. He misses.
And another Wayne Trace
That's
rebound.
Rickard misses. Nice save, but it goes to the wrong jersey. And the Raiders still are hanging on.
Rickard recovered it, came back in. He's at the free throw line. Looking to shoot, couldn't get it loose. Price.
Sin gets it back out to Rickard again. Loose on the floor. Johnson's going to hang on to it for the jump ball. Wow. They're going all over the place in that exchange.
Lots of shots and nothing happening.
So as we were mentioning, out on the floor right now for Wayne Trace, number 32 is Eli Rickard. Number 25 is Kyle Slade. Number 21, Tyler Davis, he's coming out right now. In for him is number 1, Derek Dangler. Also number 11, Race Price. And number 10, Ezra Sin. And I was saying the other night, Jim, it's kind of nice having a Wayne Trace team with only one person named Sin on it.
Yeah, really, that's different. Shot put up by Phipps, it's missed, and Wayne Trace comes back down the floor with it. Sin with the ball, and he's going to get fouled.
He'll go to the line. For the Archers, number 10 is Parker Moore. Number 31 is Ethan Leasty. Number 51, Kendrick Robinson. Number 1 is Lance McKeever. And also out there on the floor is number 30, that's Clayton Phipps. Ezra Sin at the line, gets it. Makes it a 2-0 game. Into the game for the Raiders, number 2, Evan Crosby. And Avon Johnson will come in for Antwerp's Parker Moore. Sin has one more. He's the littlest guy out on the floor.
And we have a lane violation. He was in the lane too soon after the shot.
No shot.
Ball was out of bounds.
It would have been a great pass down to Robinson, except it was about 1.5 feet too high.
He's not very agile, not built to jump.
Price pulls the trigger.
Rebound goes to Leasty. McKeever down the floor.
It's into a double team. He's in trouble.
It's a pass away. Stepped on the line. Violation, Johnson.
So Wayne Trace's pressures starting to have a little bit of an effect on the Archers here. And he just took a step. Yep, I was about to say. Ezra Sin got the ball and he was trying to figure out what to do with it, and he was, you could just tell it was one of those mistakes of youth, and he just took a step, didn't even realize it. McKeever gets faced with an early double team.
He gives it to Dangler. Dangler misses a lay-in. And 21 got the rebound.
Davis tried to put the shot up, and I think he was fouled by Leasty.
51.
Robinson.
3 times.
Might be his third. Although Ben was saying that one of those fouls might have been on number 14 Johnson instead of.
Oh.
So we'll see if we have him for 5 and he doesn't come out of the game.
Yeah.
I'll admit that Ben was right. Free throw for Davis. 3-0. So far, the only points the Raiders have scored have been from the free throw line.
And another one.
Got them both.
4-0 for the Raiders.
On 4 of 6 shooting from the free throw line.
Good.
Timeout.
30-second timeout by Antwerp.
That'll be their first of the evening. Their coach has been watching carefully and analyzing the press that has been put on and the full court pressure, or I guess it's more accurately a three-quarter court type of thing that the Raiders are doing. And I think he's finally got himself a couple of strategies to share with his players. I guess you could always arrest him.
Yeah.
The Antwerp, the 7th grade coach, is the Paulding County Sheriff.
I think the other guy is Mr. What's his name?
And we don't have their coaches' names on the roster, so if we know their names, we know them, and if we don't,
yeah.
Anyhow. But yeah, they were drawing, and they had a couple of different tactics. I think they're going to have their young men try here to try to loosen up this pressure. Beastie, again, a nice shot, but passes a little off.
White guy.
Oh, very good. So they're going to say last touched by, I think it was Rickard that was down there, number 32, that deflected it out of bounds.
Robinson brings it around Phipps. McKeever from way outside. Phipps, rebound.
Saved on the baseline. Oh, he stepped on the baseline. Almost saved by Johnson, but evidently he put a toe on the red paint. So the Raiders up by 4 with just under 2 minutes to go. 1:52 left in our opening quarter. Price doing most of the ball handling, bringing it up the field, and that was just taken away by Leasty.
Oh, and it's intercepted by Dangler. Now it's pass. Pass it across. 11 got the shot. It was Price. He was fouled.
You can see who they indicated. I think that was Leasty that picked it up, but I'm not sure. I didn't see the referee's indication. Team foul number 6 on the Archers, though, so
they're definitely going to be in.
Ben says it was McKeever picked it up, so.
Free throw is good.
Price has 2 points now, and yeah, it could make a big difference if they put the Raiders into the bonus for pretty much the entire second quarter.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Kid was getting ready to shot, and one of his teammates said something to him, so he stopped.
Turned around and what?
Yeah.
Leasty gets wrapped up in a double team. There we go. McKeever attacks the hoop and draws the foul.
23.
32.
32.
That'll be on Rickard. That'll be team foul number 2 for the Raiders. And that'll put Lance McKeever at the line to try to cut into this 5-point lead.
Missed the first one.
There we go.
Second. Breaks the ice.
You see that may take the lid off the bucket a little bit for the Archers.
From the corner, off the rim, Price. Rebound by
Beastie.
We're gonna be.
He's going to be pushed.
This is number 21 with the foul.
Davis. Team foul number 3 now on the Raiders. 1:07 left in the opening quarter. Beastie gets the inbounds. Down to Johnson.
McKeever. Holy smokes.
Oh, that's good for 3.
Ooh, wow. McKeever with a bomb.
He makes it a 1-point game, 5-4.
Oh, in and out. We have an offensive foul.
It's going to be another one, I think, on Eli Rickard.
That's 32.
Yep. He's going to come out for a little bit. Evan Crosby into the game, number 2 for the Raiders, to spell him. 14 fouls now on the Raiders. Leasty facing off against Price. Bounce pass. Stolen away.
Dangler with it. What's up a runner? And was fouled.
Missed the shot, but Derek will go to the line. And that puts the Raiders in the bonus now for the remainder of the half. They could be shooting a lot of free throws because we've got the entire second quarter still to come. Dangler will have one more.
Missed it. Rebound, Dangler. Bring it around, Crosby. They call it jump ball. He was on top
I
of
was
it.
about to say, that looked like a pretty good block by Robinson. He just had his hand up, and
Yep.
the ball went up right into the palm of his hand.
Price giving it to Davis. Davis from outside. The
Out of
ball is
bounds.
going to be off 25. White. Lou going
Kyle's-
the other way.
Kyle Slade knocks it out of bounds. And 10 seconds to go. That'll be kicked. And we'll stay with the Archers. They need to get it down.
Yes. Okay.
They're trying to get things set up, and nobody was watching the clock, so time expires. And at the end of the first quarter of this 7th grade consolation game here on tournament night, it's the Raiders leading the Archers by a point, 5-4. Again, our 7th grade tournament basketball coverage brought to you on Hicksville Community Television by our good friends at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt truck lot, all want to again express their congratulations to all of the teams involved in the tournament action here tonight. Congratulate all of them on a terrific season and wishes everybody the best of luck in the games played here this evening. We want to thank them for their continued support of our basketball broadcasts on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Well, if I were the Raiders coach, Jim, I'd be thanking goodness for the free throw line because the only scoring that they have has come from the charity stripe. They have yet to hit a bucket from the field.
Yes. They're not working the ball very well.
Nope. And Antwerp, thankful for Lance McKeever because he's scored all 4 of their points.
Okay.
And again, yep, Raiders in the bonus for the entire second quarter. That was quick.
Number 11, White.
Price. And foul number 5 for the Raiders. Oh,
Taken away on the press. Dangler misses it. Rebound missed.
push off underneath the hoop.
White, 32.
That'll be another one on Rickard, which by my tally has him with 3 personal fouls now, and team foul number 6. Price knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Antwerp Archers and crashed into the cheerleading squad for Antwerp too.
Price and Ezra Sin are all over the place out there on the press. Now they got Dangler back in there.
Leasty.
Oh, nice steal. Shot put up by Sin and
stay
he
with the
missed.
Raiders. Last touched by Leasty, and it'll be a timeout coming from the Wayne Trace bench. So that'll be 2 timeouts gone now for the Raiders. They'll be able to stop the clock 3 more times. As both teams a little bit cold here tonight, Jim.
Jamin, I guess.
Looking at the scoring from Tuesday night. We'll see if they start to heat up when we get into the second quarter here.
Yeah, Jamin, both of those games were in the 30s.
Yep. And here we are, 5-4. So we'll see if they wake up. I mean, I know that they're both. There's a lot of bragging rights, both Paulding County teams here, and whenever you're at one of these tournaments, you know, nobody wants to be the one that finishes the tournament 0-2. So,
yes, there will be.
So there's county bragging rights plus league, and so again, the tournament's made up of these 4 teams are the western half of the Green Meadows Conference with Wayne Trace, Antwerp, Hicksville, and Edgerton.
This ball in, Dangler in the lane, puts up a shot, rebounds,
Sin.
Littlest guy out
There
there.
you go.
Popped 11.
And Price hits the bucket, gets the first field goal of the night. Yeah, Ezra is all over the place. He's small in stature, but man, he makes up for it with a lot of heart.
Yes. He's not afraid to go to it either.
And he's going to go to the line to shoot too. That's going to be on McKeever.
Shot is up and missed.
Parker Moore back into the game for the Archers, as Robinson will get a breather. Sin gets the second one. He's got 2 points now. Makes it a 7-4 game.
Oh, I know. The coach's last name is Taylor.
Okay.
And 2-pointer from Price.
Yep. Off the assist from Crosby. Got away with one there, maybe.
Yeah, we got a saddle on him. Number 1 white.
That'll be on Dangler. It's 2 now on Derek, and that will be 7 committed by the Raiders. So it'll be 1-1 for the Antwerp Archers for the remainder of the half now. 4:46 left before halftime.
Moore's first shot and missed,
No good.
and the rebound goes to Slade.
Sin down on the wing.
Oh, Crosby's pass inside off the guy's.
Yep, Slade wasn't
Slade's
expecting
foot.
it and went off the top of his red Nike out of bounds.
There's Moore with the ball. Quickly up.
Oh,
Jamin.
right into the hands of
Price.
Price.
And
Oh.
he gets the lay-in.
And Price is starting to heat up. He had 9 points on Tuesday night.
He's got 8 right
Got
now.
8 right now.
Pass. Oh, McKeever went to the basket.
A little too far underneath. Puts it right off the bottom of the backboard.
And number 25, Slade.
As the Raiders now starting to really pull away. A 10-point lead now for Wayne Trace.
Bingo.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought he was going to hit it too, Jim.
Yeah.
We had a good line from our vantage point.
And that one did
Price answers on the other end.
with a 3.
Puts himself into double figures. Timeout on the floor. I think that was the Antwerp coach. So 3:36 to go in the first half, and the Archers, after holding them close in the first quarter, the Raiders decided to wake up and come to work, I guess, here in quarter number 2, and they managed to put 12 points on the board, 12 unanswered points, to take a 17-4 lead.
Yep.
And like I
Price
said,
is doing most of the work here.
yeah, I've got Price for 9 of those points.
No, he should have 11.
Yeah, no, I meant in the second quarter.
Oh.
I've got him
okay.
9 for. It was 5-4 at the end of the first quarter, so
Yeah.
they've scored 12. 9 of them have come from Price. Sin picked up a free throw. Slade had a bucket. That's the 12 points. So Price warming up here. So the Antwerp Archers really need to have somebody get hot on their end of the floor. Down in the corner.
McKeever.
And that's for 3. 7 points for Lance. Looks like Raiders are going to slow it down a little bit.
Sin from outside. It's no good. Crosby got the rebound and missed it.
Slade. Price to Dangler.
Got it.
Dangler for 3. And that was
He thought he was going to travel, but he
mighty
didn't.
close.
Yep.
Taken away by Price.
And
Gets the roll.
roll in. Another 2 for him. 22-7. Fouls on number 10 of Wayne Trace, Ezra Sin.
You know you're in trouble when they blow the whistle and the official is waiting for you to get up off the court so he can see your number.
Yeah, right.
You know it's coming your way.
Yes, sir.
One and one for Parker Moore.
Gets the free throw.
Hits the front end. He'll get the bonus. Johnson coming into the game to spell Leasty. Second one.
Missed it.
Slapped
Knocked
out of bounds. Robinson, I think, was the one
Yeah, he did.
spiked it like a volleyball player.
And then wanted it called the other way.
And he was pointing at the Wayne Trace kid. Yep.
Oh, here we go again.
Price will bring it up. Takes it across the timeline.
Down inside to Slade. Kicks it back out.
Davis off the back of the side of the backboard.
It's going to be a blue.
Lisi comes back into the game, and Phipps will have a breather. Under 2 minutes to go here in our opening half.
Slade
Over the head of
picks a
Lisi.
pass off. Goes to the hoop, makes it. 4 points for him. McKeever shot from outside. Goes out of bounds.
Tyler Davis inbounds to Race Price.
Price from 15. Good. He definitely has got the touch now.
He's got a bunch of points.
26-8. Pass to McKeever. Gonna go to the hoop. Off the back of the rim. Gonna stay with
The Archers.
the Archers.
Minute 10 to go in the half.
Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Archers.
Ezra Sin getting in there. Slapping it out.
McKeever with the ball. Out front, Johnson.
Moore. As we go under a minute.
Shot from the corner is no good. Rebound, Davis. Down the floor and off the back of Sin.
Yep, just a little bit behind him and rolls across his shoulders out of bounds.
Tough to catch a ball behind your ear.
Yep. So 47 seconds left in the half, and down by 18, the Antwerp Archers with the ball.
Inside to Leasty. Ball taken away by Sin. He's in the middle of the floor, puts it up, off the rim. Slade
Gets the
it.
follow-up.
6 points for Slade. Price will
Be on
pick up
Price.
foul.
It's his second, I believe. Team foul number 9 on the Raiders. Comes with 19.4 seconds. This will be the last 1-and-1 shot in the half by Antwerp.
It's up and good. Second one is missed. Slade with the ball down inside. It's off the backboard and gonna go to Antwerp with 10.5 seconds remaining.
It was a good setup, and
Yeah, he was wide open.
I think Slade was just like, oh, it worked. And he got so excited he put a little too much on the ball and missed the bucket. Moore trying to get it down low, and it's stolen away. Line drive across the court.
And that is the end of the first half of play. It's 28-9. Wayne Trace
With the lead. Well, we're going to take a break. It's halftime, but we invite you to stay tuned. Jim, Ben, and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. Well, we welcome you back to the Red Zone. Again, this is the halftime of the consolation game of this year's 7th grade tournament. If you just joined us at halftime, the Raiders are with a comfortable 28-9 lead over the Antwerp Archers. Unofficial scoring, Jim, for Antwerp. Lance McKeever's pretty much carried the torch for them with a couple of threes and a free throw for 7 points. And the other two, couple free throws came from Parker Moore. For the Raiders, Race Price had the first half of probably the year for him with 15 total points. He had a 3, 5 deuces, and a couple of free throws. And then Kyle Slade with 3 buckets for 6. Derek Dangler with a 3-pointer for 3, and then 2 each for Tyler Davis and Ezra Sin off the free throw line.
So we are set. Ready to go.
This is a close first quarter, but the Raiders just took control of the game in quarter number 2.
Yep. Have Davis with the ball. Bounce pass down low. Missed the shot. Slade on the rebound. Got it. We're going to put some more pressure on.
It was pretty effective for him in the first half. Robinson.
Ball tipped away from him. We're going to have a jump ball.
Right now for Wayne Trace, Eli Rickard, that's number 32, their big man down low, is working on 3 personal fouls. He's the only Raider in any real foul trouble, and Kendrick Robinson picked up 2 or 3 himself.
Shot from outside by Johnson is missed. All the way the length of the floor with the ball is Tyler Davis. Has 4 points on the game. Leasty with it. Oh.
Slade again.
Missed the lay-in. Rebound.
Davis. And this could spell even more trouble for the Antwerp Archers if a couple more guys on the Raiders team start to heat up from the field.
Oh.
And McKeever got pushed by Dangler. I think that's 3 now on Dangler.
What I've got. McKeever with the ball. Cross court. Moore. Leasty. Ball knocked away. Leasty picks it back up, rips it out of the hands. Ball is knocked out of his hand, and
he trips over Robinson. And they're slow getting back down there, so the Raiders on the other end had a 5-on-3 advantage. Weren't able to make anything happen.
So it's Raider ball out of bounds under their bucket. Nice pass. Rickard with the bucket.
Dangler got his hands in there. Deflects it just enough.
Price.
Up and good.
Another 2 for him. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Antwerp coach.
Yep, they need to figure something out because this game has just gone from bad to worse for them. Because now they're down by 29 points.
Yeah, I think they're, the way they're playing, they're out of reach.
Yep, I'm going to try to figure out some way to just sort of hold their own here for the balance of the game. Between the Raiders' pressure and the fact that the Raiders match up with their big men pretty well with height. Like I said, you can tell that Robinson probably is not, both Robinson and Leasty for Antwerp, not used to having people match up with them size-wise and height-wise.
Yeah.
And so they've been held off a little bit compared to how well they did on Tuesday. So
this is what happens.
Yep.
So Antwerp has the ball. Moore with it. Moore's pass over to Johnson. Back to Moore. It was almost stolen. Moore goes to the bucket, puts it up, and
there we
it's
go.
Good.
4 points now for Parker Moore. That's the first points of the half for Antwerp.
Price with the ball. Pass down underneath, too high.
Out of bounds. Back to Antwerp.
Moore with it again. Inside it goes. It's a good pass. You got to continue your follow. Even if somebody's hanging on you, get rid of the ball.
So that was going to be on number 13, Blake Stoller for the Raiders. Team foul number 2.
Pass inside.
Leasty saves it. This is the shot that saves
Moore
the
with the
rebound.
ball. McKeever from out here is way off. Rebound underneath.
Count it.
Phipps.
He'll go to the line. Also in the game now for the Raiders, number 34, Elliot Boroff.
So Phipps gets one. And it's off the rim, and it's off of Slade out of bounds.
With the bucket, it's now 38-13. Still a 25-point advantage for the
McKeever
Raiders.
fires another one.
Rebound.
Retrieved there, Leasty. Johnson with the ball. Is it back as stolen? Sin has it. And must have dribbled it out of bounds.
Slapped away from behind, so I'm going to say it went off of Sin before it went out of bounds.
This Sin picks it up.
He'll be fouled by Phipps. So Phipps picks up the Archers' first team foul of the half. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter.
Davis drives, called for traveling. Sin, he's just like a pesky gnat.
Yep.
He clamps on that ball and he don't let go. Ball stolen by Phipps. Gets across to Johnson, puts up the runner. It's way off. Crosby with the rebound. And he's called for turning the ball over.
Crosby carried the ball a little bit, I think, after that behind-the-back dribble.
Yes. The showmanship. Ball picked up by Slade. Down the floor, he's going to the bucket. And the foul is on the floor. 30.
So that'll be on Phipps again. His second, and team foul number 2.
McKeever back in the ball game.
They'll pull Phipps out with those 2 fouls. Davis.
Shot is long. McKeever chases it down. Moore with it up the side. Over to McKeever. Moore. Pass knocked down by Crosby.
And trying to feed it into Robinson down low and not able to get the ball to him.
Leasty with the ball. Shot from 3. It's no good. Slade with a rebound. Shot up and missed. Moore with the ball.
Moore, no look pass, goes to the wrong color jersey.
Davis with the ball.
And it's good for 3 from the 25-yard line. Oh, I'm sorry. That's one of the. Haven't seen very many basketballs go up that high here in the Red Zone Stadium, but.
Nope, haven't. So Dangler inbounds the ball, gets it back in the corner, misses a shot.
Rice looking for some help.
It's up and it's a
Goes,
goal.
okay, in that case, I'll shoot it myself. 40-13 now with 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Johnson with the ball. Along the baseline. Gets it out. Robinson to Leasty in the lane. Leasty with the runner.
His first bucket of the night. 40-15. Shot up by number 33. That was Joshua Shelton.
And Stoller took the shot from the corner at the end of the quarter. So score stands Raiders 40 and Archers 15.
So we'll get ready for the fourth quarter here, our last 6 minutes of basketball in the consolation game of the 7th grade tournament. Once again, saying a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. And of course our 7th grade action, we're able to bring you all 4 games because being hosted here at Hicksville. It's just the beginning of our tournament basketball coverage coming up. We've got the girls, they'll be on the road they've got a first round bye, so they'll be playing the winner of the game between I think it was Crestview and Patrick Henry.
Correct.
On Saturday the 24th down at Lincolnville. And then the following Tuesday, the guys will be in action at Halding. So we'll be on the road with them for tournament basketball on the varsity level as well. And it's all made possible thanks to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. 6 minutes to go. And it's off his foot. This is not going to be enough time for the Antwerp Archers, obviously. And Antwerp will hang on to the ball. Robinson.
Dangler. Good up.
Shelton.
And Robinson gets the rebound to Leasty. Pass into Robinson, turn around, too hard. Rebound, Blake Phipps.
Good for Phipps, yeah. Stolen away.
McKeever. Leasty with the ball. In the corner, Johnson. Nope. We have a problem. Glasses.
Stopped play when Johnson's glasses fell off. I don't know if the strap broke or.
No, they don't use straps anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside, McKeever's no good. The rebound comes off Price. Price bounce pass across is intercepted by Parker Moore. Sends it out to Leasty in the lane. Shot up,
No
foul.
good. Leasty's going to go to the line. As Wayne Trace is getting ready to clear the bench and send in 5 guys here. This is the first one. They'll just
I think it's just been alternating 5s.
flip the team here, give everybody a rest. 4:25 left to go in the 4th quarter. Ethan Leasty.
Second shot is no good. Robinson pulls out the rebound, flips it up backwards, and we have a tied up ball. It's going to stay here to send with Antwerp.
Robinson. We'll have him come down and sit down. He went down kind of hard there, so give him a minute to. Moore pulls the trigger.
Ooh.
And little Ezra Sin comes up with the board. I shouldn't say that. I don't mean to do that. I'm not disrespecting Ezra. He's a great little player.
Shot put up by Boroff. It's missed.
Sin. Nope.
Rebound Slade.
He'll be fouled. In all seriousness, as fast as Sin is and as good as he handles the ball, he gets a growth spurt and puts on in all likelihood, he's just a 7th grader.
Yep.
We're going to be seeing him playing basketball down the road a ways here at Wayne Trace.
You know, and Slade, he is really truly the best looking as far as a basketball player.
Yeah,
He can do a lot of things. And he gets good rebound position, and he makes a lot of shots on rebounds. But he didn't make any on free throws there.
nope. Slade with 8 points here. He's not leading the team, but Slade is one of those guys that when you get up to the JV varsity level is one of those guys that'll quietly get you those 6, 8, 10 points
Yes.
that may make the difference of winning and losing a game.
And he may be as tall as he's going to be, but you know he'll be able to play a guard position, and you know, he's pretty quick.
So he's got good mechanics.
Yes, he's got some basketball sense.
3:37 to go here in the consolation game, which looks to be well in the hands of the Wayne Trace Raiders. After this, of course, Jim and I will be sticking around, and we invite you to stay tuned. Well, keep your eye on the program guide because we'll also have the championship game for you here on HIX-TV, featuring the Aces and the Edgerton Bulldogs. Sin gets trapped and jump ball.
When he turned around, all there was a wall in front of him.
Blue jerseys.
Yes. Was nothing but a blue wall.
Robinson will check back in. And Phipps will come out. Archers with the ball. Just under 3.5 minutes to go.
And Johnson
Going to be fouled.
gets fouled.
It's going to be Crosby.
It'll be out of bounds.
Team foul number 5 on the or number 6 on the Raiders, excuse me.
Leasty with a shot from the side off the rim. Knocked out of Robinson's hand by Crosby.
Stay with Antwerp.
McKeever from outside, no good.
Beastie grabs the rebound. Out of bounds to the Raiders. Again out of bounds.
Davis with the Slade out front to Crosby. His shot off the rim. Rebound put up. And pulled out of there by Moore.
Moore travels.
Johnson to Moore. Leasty with the ball. McKeever. Moore down to Robinson and out of bounds. Going the other direction. Wayne Trace ball.
2:12 left in the contest. Price back on the floor will bring it up.
Rickard set a pick for him. Pass cross court and off the glass is good by number 13,
Blake Stoller. Slapped out of bounds by Avon Johnson and stay with the Raiders. Minute 42 left. Dangler back into the game here late in the. Got multiple fouls on him, but both he and Eli Rickard back out on the floor to finish out the game if they can. Price gets it from the free throw line. 21 points now, I think, for Price unofficially.
Pass over to Phipps to Leasty. Leasty in the lane to runner. Phipps, Robinson tosses it up, and he was fouled. Number 1 with the foul.
And timeout on the floor.
At a 32nd.
Wayne Trace Raiders. Raiders have committed 16 fouls here. And the Archers have committed 4. Of course, it's not going to be academic here. It's not going to affect the outcome of this game. Wayne Trace has it well in hand. 44-17, but again, a large part of the games that you play here in the 7th and 8th grade is they are learning exercises, Jim. So you take on the opportunity to teach your players every chance you get.
Yep.
One of the things you learn is to play it all the way to the bitter end.
Right. Yep, you don't back off.
So Robinson at the line. Shooting 1 and 1.
Missed that one.
Shooting 2, right? Okay, shooting 2, so he'll get the second shot. The Archers are in the bonus, but this is not a 1 and 1.
Missed that one.
Davis.
Rebound Davis. Down the floor to Dangler. To Davis. They're going to hold it.
Minute 5 left.
Davis is passed to Crosby. Dangler to Crosby.
And again, this is just a good opportunity for these 7th graders to work on
Ball control.
ball control and taking the air out and hanging on to the ball. And
Yep. Oh, at least he just took the ball right out of his hand.
more, and we're going to have a whistle.
Number 11.
Will be on Price.
Ideal fouling sure cooled off in the second half.
It's 8 now on the Raiders. And Parker Moore, 4 points to his credit so far. Does not get number 5.
He traveled.
And that'll be a big time travel on Crosby. 18.4 seconds.
Leasty from the corner. No good. Crosby to rebound. Davis up the floor.
Gets it to Dangler across the timeline. And they're going to just let the time go out. And
That was the best call he can made.
Parker Moore fouls him. And
Called jump ball.
oh, okay. Long inbounds. That'll do it.
44-17. Wayne Trace over the Antwerp Archers.
So they win the consolation match. We'll figure out final scoring here. For the Archers, on the losing end of the scoreboard, I had their leading scorer, Lance McKeever. McKeever didn't score anything in the second half, but in the first half, he had a couple of threes and a free throw for 7 points. After that, Parker Moore, a bucket and a couple of free throws for 4 points. 2 field goals for 4 points from Clayton Phipps, and Ethan Leasty putting a bucket in for 2, and that accounts for their 17.
I got scoring for Wayne Trace. Derek Dangler had a triple for 3. Ezra Sin, 2 free throws for 2. Blake Stoller, a field goal for 2. Tyler Davis, 2 field goals, 2 free throws for 6. Eli Rickard, 1 field goal for 2. Kyle Slade, 4 field goals for 8. And Race Price had 2 free throws, 1 triple, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 deuces for a total of 21 points for their 44.
So yeah, he scores nearly half of their total points, so he was a big contributor here tonight.
Yes, he was.
So that'll wrap up the consolation game, and again, congratulations to the Wayne Trace Raiders, winners 44-17. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, we invite you to stay tuned here to Hicksville Community Television. Check the program guide, because Jim and I will be sticking around, and we'll also have the championship game for you coming up between Hicksville and Edgerton here tonight. But with that, we will wrap up the first of the 2 7th grade championship tournament games here on this Thursday evening. One final time, the final score: Wayne Trace beating Antwerp 44-17. Big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, underwriting our coverage, and to junior high AD Lucas Smith, making us feel very welcome here tonight. And with that, for Ben Vandenboss on the camera and Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sport.